All right, let's talk Trubisky. It was Mike Garafolo who said that was my prediction at the beginning of the offseason, and I see nothing that makes me feel I'm going to be incorrect. In fact, I've heard that he is on their list of people they're interested in. What do you think?
Yeah, okay. In terms of signing Mitchell Trubisky as a backup quarterback, don't hate the move at all. He's probably going to be cheap. He's shown that he can have success to in some sort of way in this offense. I mean, they ran kind of a bootleg version of McVay's offense in the last 6-7 games with Chicago when they changed their play caller away from Matt Nagy, and Mitchell Trubisky probably played his best football he's played in Chicago. He played pretty solid. I'm not going to say he played great. I'm not going to say he played but he didn't play bad. He was solid. And so I think as a backup quarterback, if you need him to play 7-8 games, he can play solid in Kyle Shanahan's system for 7-8 games. You're not going to lose all 7 or 8 of them. He can play winning type football. Now, do I think Mitchell Trubisky has a starter's upside? Absolutely not. Would I like the signing of just keeping Jimmy Garoppolo and signing Mitchell Trubisky as the backup and just going in to the season with that as your quarterback situation? Not particularly.
It's too expensive.
But Mitchell Trubisky solely as a backup quarterback is not a bad signing.
See, I think he's too expensive to be Jimmy's backup. If you brought him in, here, I think what's going to happen with Trubisky is people are going to throw the Ryan Tannehill thing out there. Let him sit on the bench, let him gather himself, let him learn a new system. That's the idea that he could. And I do think there are a lot of similarities between Trubisky and Tannehill. You compare their passing stats. Tannehill's from Miami's, Trubisky from Chicago. They're darn near the identical. They're both athletic. Trubisky might be even a little bit quicker, but I think there's similarities there. I'm not saying he's going to end up getting a $120 million contract like Tannehill ended up doing, but I'm not saying he won't. There's something there. But to have him back up Jimmy, that's a very expensive room. I think if the Niners bring in Trubisky, it's what they should do is make him the starter and bridge quarterback for, before they bring in the rookie. You still got to draft a quarterback. If their only move this year is to sign Trubisky and keep Rosen and Jimmy, I got a problem with that.
See, I wouldn't even, if they're going the bridge quarterback route, then I wouldn't go the Mitch Trubisky route, because typically you want a bridge quarterback. I wouldn't even go Alex Smith. You want a bridge quarterback that's comfortable in your system. And Mitchell Trubisky doesn't know this system yet. Alex Smith has never played in this system. So Jimmy Garoppolo is too expensive to be the bridge quarterback. So if you're going the bridge quarterback route, the name, I wouldn't throw out the name, but you're looking for a Brian Hoyer type, right? Somebody that's played for Kyle Shanahan, knows this offense. Case Keenum, maybe wherever he is. I think he signed a pretty large deal in Cleveland, though. He played in a similar offense last year with Stefanski in Cleveland. So he might be an option. But look, Mitchell Trubisky is a backup, not a terrible move. Mitchell Trubisky is a backup for Jimmy Garoppolo, and that being their decision to go into this season at quarterback would be severely disappointing. It would be something I'd look at as a fan and go, that's what you did? That's how you think that you're improving the situation at quarterback? But Mitchell Trubisky solely as a backup, not as a starter. I don't like the Ryan Tannehill comparison that much, but I'll leave it because I'll just leave it. And so I think that's not a terrible move.
I mean, I feel like I don't know. I mean, if you look at him as Ryan Tannehill, and I think some people in the NFL do, then the idea is to put him on the bench for a while, not bring him as a starter. And that's what makes me nervous for the Niners on this one. It's like you really are thinking about bringing him in as a starter, as a backup for Jimmy, letting him sit, letting him build up some confidence again. That's a very expensive quarterback room, very expensive. And you're not going to be a contender if you're spending $35 million on 2 quarterbacks. It's what the Raiders did with Derek Carr and Marcus Mariota. You can't do that. You can't. So one or the other, not both. One or the other. And I'm cool with Trubisky. Yeah. He's younger. He's cheaper. He's more mobile. He's had less injuries. I'm fine with that. I don't think he's the long-term answer. I don't know that he's not. If you bring him in, draft a quarterback, fine. But the Trubisky Jimmy combo is a lot like the Darnold Jimmy combo. It's just too expensive. I don't know. But I guess,
and it's just not good enough, frankly.
It's not good enough. You're spending $35 million. You're spending $35 million on quarterbacks, and you don't have Deshaun Watson. What's the freaking point? It's too much. You don't even have the guys that make it worth it.